Synthetic division. And please remember that synthetic division can only be used when we are dividing by a linear factor. So let's divide x to the fourth minus 1 by x plus 1. So this time we are missing terms, and I'm going to put in a 0 placeholder. So I've got 1 x to the fourth, and I am missing my x cubed, my x squared, and my x terms. So I'm putting in 0 for my x cubed coefficient. I'm putting in 0 for my x squared coefficient. I'm putting in 0 for my x coefficient, and then my constant is -1. I've got my synthetic division box, and then my linear factor is x plus 1. So if I set x plus 1 equal to 0 and solve for x, I get x is -1. That's the 0, and that's the number that I'm putting outside to the left in synthetic division. So with synthetic division, remember that first coefficient inside the box comes down. So I'll bring my 1 down, and now I'm multiplying -1 times 1, which is -1. And I'm adding going down, so 0 plus -1 is -1. And now I'm multiplying the -1 to the left by the -1 that's on the bottom, and that's +1. And now I'm adding going down, 0 plus 1 is 1. And then I'm multiplying the -1 that's out to the left by the 1 at the bottom, and that's -1. And I'm going down, 0 plus -1 is -1. And then finally multiplying -1 that's out to the left by this -1 at the bottom, and I get +1. And then adding going down, I have -1 plus 1, which is 0. And that's my remainder. So because my remainder was 0, that meant that x plus 1 was actually a factor because it divided evenly into x to the fourth minus 1. And then remember, this is my constant term, -1. This one is my linear coefficient, so I have plus 1x or just x. This -1 is my quadratic coefficient, so I have -1x squared or just -x squared. And this final one is my cubic coefficient, so I have 1x cubed or just x cubed. So my quotient is x cubed minus x squared plus x minus 1.